I just got access to the Procreate 5.2 closed beta. There's a whole bunch of features to talk about, the biggest change being Procreate in 3D. Let's check it out. So let's talk about what this update is and what it is not. First of all, Procreate has not become a 3D modeling software. If you want to create 3D models, you'll still have to use an external app like Nomad Scope on iPad or something like Blender on PC, which I used to create the intro that you just saw. Procreate is still a drawing app, but with this new update, Procreate has opened up its powerful suite of drawing tools to a whole new user base and implemented it in a way that is accessible for anybody to use. For the most part, Procreate in 3D is just like drawing in 2D. You have the same layout, the same brushes, color palettes, opacity sliders, and all that. If you know how to draw using Procreate, you'll probably find it very easy to adopt. So let's talk about what's new. In Procreate 5.2, we now have the ability to custom create our own materials and lighting effects. Think for example about the different materials that are used for this guitar. The strings are made from metal, the body is painted wood, and so on and so forth. Each material interacts with the light in different ways. So let's start by taking a look at how these materials work in Procreate 5.2. So each 3D object in Procreate has a material attached to it. The material tells Procreate how it should interact with the light in the scene. Taking a closer look at the material settings, we can see these three properties. We have color, roughness, and metallic. Wow, what does that mean? Well, it's a little bit too much to explain in this video, but if you would like to see a follow-up video about that, let me know in the comments down below and subscribe so that you won't miss that video. In short, if the surface of an object is rough, it's going to reflect less light than a perfectly smooth object. Metallic materials are shiny and thus they reflect most of the light. And what we can do now in Procreate is we can create these kinds of materials and paint our 3D objects with these materials. That's pretty lit. And speaking of lit, let's take a look at how light interacts with these 3D models in Procreate. For that, we're going to head over to the lighting menu, which is located right here. In the lighting menu, we can completely customize how we want the scene to be lit. So if we want to add a light above the subject, no problem. We just tap on Add Light and it appears right here. Then we can just simply pick it up and move it around wherever we want. We can place up to 4 of these light boxes in our scene at the same time. And what is nice about the way that they've implemented that is you can simply tap on any of these light boxes and adjust it in a number of different ways. We can control things like intensity of the light from the box, what color it is, and more. I just love the way that they've done this. It's such a nice and intuitive way of manipulating these light sources. Now, that is not all that the update has to offer. The final thing that I want to mention is how you can view your 3D creations using Augmented Reality. Simply tap on the AR option right here and point your iPad to the ground. This will place the 3D model on the surface for easy viewing and navigating in real time. You can view it from any angle, move it, rotate, and just explore what the 3D model really looks like in real life. It even places a shadow on the ground below the object. I think Procreate has really outdone themselves this time. What an incredible update. Obviously, there's much more to talk about when it comes to the Procreate 5.2 update, and I'll show it right on the screen right here. These are the patch notes. Feel free to pause if you want to read it. But with that being said, I want to hear from you. What features are you most excited for? I'm really curious to know. So let me know in the comments down below. I'll be sure to read those comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.